Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay, and tonight it is Monica's birthday. But before we get into that, I would like to toast everyone in the chat tonight. So, without any further ado, a big toast to AJ Stinson. Oh, there's a straw here. Ah. And AJ gets the gold for being the first in the chat. Big toast to Rob. Gets the silver. Because, you know. A toast to Tie Guy, the holder of the bronze. A toast to Captain Peanut Butter Crunch. I don't know what to do with the straw. Wait. I'm gonna set that aside. It keeps kind of wanting to bonk me in the face. A toast to Asher and Michael Spicer. Hi, Asher. A toast to Colleen. A toast to Jonah Seaman. Welcome, sir. And a toast to Brickwoad, the Immortal Dawn. But of course, the biggest, best toast is saved for the birthday girl herself, the lovely, the talented, the beautiful Monica. And tonight's word is that. So if I say, you know, ghouls, then ghoul, or ghouls, ghoul, then I guess I have to chug this. That was more than a sip, so that incorporates all the times that I said that. It's a fun thing to say. And I feel like it's ripe fodder for punniness. So, you know, that should be a good one for tonight. Also, Christopher Remley is here. Welcome, Chris Remley. A toast to Chris Remley. So, let's do a little bit of show and tell. Last week, we went to Toy Palooza, which was awesome. They had a huge attendance. I got myself a little something. So, for a long time, I have had Stax. He's a super GoBot, turns into this orange semi, but there is a version of Stax that comes with a car carrier. The car carrier does not turn into armor or anything, but it does carry cars. And I've seen it with Stax at a lot of shows, but it's a little bit pricey when you get them together. At Toy Palooza, we got the trailer alone, which was really nice to go with my Stax, and you see that he can carry wheelie around, and so yeah, that is a terrific find. I was really excited to get that. And what? The button? There's a button? Oh wait, we've got, so there's a little, wait here. There's a ramp here, and then there's that. Oh. Poor Wheelie. Wheelie says, "What the hell? Why'd you make it so I fell?" That's all I could come up with for that. So so there we go. Got a little bit of wheelie abuse and a little extra. So yeah, it has room for cars. It has all this stuff. And we have Stax. So that's really, really cool. We also got. So apparently Rob was asking if my Stax are missing. Yes, Stax is missing his Stax. I need to get some stacks, and I feel like I have like a toy truck or something somewhere that has some smokestacks that I can kit bash onto there. But yes, he is missing his stacks, which I don't know makes him stacksless. I don't know. Did I just demasculate stacks by X stacks? He's X stacks. And he's just ecstatic about that. Ecstatic about... He's ecstatic about that. I'm sorry. So, enough on that. The big purchase at Toy Palooza was... Decompose! Decompose! He is an inhumanoid! Blah. Does his mouth open? What? His mouth doesn't open? What the hell? No, I mean, come on. He's big and he's got a rib cage and he's got a grippy thing where he could, like take guys that I could choose completely at random. Like, oh look, it's Wheelie. Oh no, I'm stuck in a rib cage. Why am I always filled with rage? I don't know. I have to come up with this stuff on the fly, and I should probably plan better. But nonetheless, yeah, we've got Decompose, and that Decompose was pretty much our entire budget for that show. He was our entire budget for several shows, but it's Decompose. You gotta have Decompose. It's really important. So also Monica got presents this week. So from Colini, she got Elder Ring. Yeah, she's going to be playing and swearing about Elder Ring. So Elden Ring, Elder Ring, Elder Scrolls, Ringy Scrolls, Scroll Ring, Optimus Prime, Shipwreck, whatever. Also, we got, from Monica's sister, she got an animation cell from Tiny Toons, which is awesome. These are really kind of amazing, and I love that there's the Warner Brothers seal on the corner of the cell, and we also got Crazy Pants Mickey. So it's Mickey Mouse wearing crazy pants. So I mean, there's actually like scenes of Mickey. So he's wearing colorful pictures of himself. Mickey is a little bit of a narcissist, I think. So yeah, let's take that before I drop it, and you can hold on to Crazy Pants Mickey. I got some. I shouldn't have done it. But we were at D&E Collectibles today, and darn it, they offered me a deal, and I just couldn't pass it up. I got Long Rack, who is part of Beast Wars Neo. Was that it? Yeah, Beast Wars Neo. One of the first figures from the Beast Wars Neo line, and he turns into a giraffe with a gimmick where you press on the tongue and it makes the eyes scroll forward. Because, I mean, of course, just like in nature, if you touch their tongues, their eyes will, they will, kind of, hey, bud, what are you doing? Don't touch my tongue. I guess it would be more like, hey, bud, what are you doing? Don't touch my tongue. Oh, I'm looking at you. You touched my tongue. Oh, you did it again, you fucker. What? I said sucker. What are you thinking? Oh my gosh. What kind of show do you think this is? Monica, it gets to be her birthday and she is just unhinged, okay? But I would show you him transforming, but it took me a good 15 minutes to get him into this configuration at the store. But but you know, I was. They had a couple of the Beast Wars Neos guys. They also had the Tanuki guy, and he's kind of. I mean, he's awesome, but he's also kind of creepy. Clock in his stomach, and never mind what's below the clock. But so we got the giraffe, and he offered me a deal, and I just couldn't pass it up. Which I don't have the budget for it, but I did it anyway. So we did that, and then last but not least, okay, I'm just gonna say this, all right, and of course that was at D&E Collectibles, who does not sponsor us yet. We're always kind of plugging them on the show because they're awesome, and then they give me really irresistible deals on toys. So that's D&E Collectibles in Etna. And so they had their Toy Palooza show last week. The week before that was Toy Hio. And then next week is the Too Groovy Toy Show. And at this point, I'm just going to say, hey, all you people organizing toy shows, all right? My funds are limited. All right, I can't. I want, like, you know, I'm gonna spend money at your show, but enable me to recover a little bit from one week to the next. You know, space them out a little. Like maybe one per month. Limit. That's it. That's all we need. Because we don't even need that many. We've had 3 in 3 weeks. So anyway, Too Groovy show. This was a great show last year. I got some awesome stuff last year. Amazing deals. And it is going to be at St. John the Baptist Cathedral, 210 Green Tree Road in Munhall, PA, 15120. And it is from 10 o'clock in the morning to 3 p.m. on March 12th, which is like in a week. So yeah, that's the Too Groovy show. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. And gosh darn it, why couldn't I have been born rich instead of so damn good looking? Anyway, speaking of people that are rich and damn good looking, I don't know where I'm going with that, but welcome Nathan Fillion, Cadence Fillion, Lyric Fillion, and Connie. That's 4 toasts in one. So welcome, Field family. And also, welcome to Hope. A big toast to Hope. Thank you, Hope, for stuff and Weird Pants Mickey. All right. So, it is birthday time for Monica. And you probably don't even want a birthday song. All right, here we go. Now wait, you get your choice. Since you're here to tell me, ukulele birthday or non-proprietary birthday? Non-proprietary? Oh, okay. So let's see. Do I remember non-proprietary? Non-proprietary birthday. Me. Ukulele birthday it is. All right. Yeah, I shouldn't offer that when I haven't practiced the other one. I don't even remember what the chords are off the top of my head. So, oh, my ukulele birthday and a bucket of cake. My ukulele birthday and a bucket of cake. Oh, my ukulele birthday and a bucket of cake. My ukulele birthday and a bucket of cake. I love you, honey, and you got Decompose, and I really didn't do much else for your birthday, so I hope you really like Decompose, because that's kind of all you got, plus some donuts and a bucket of cake. My ukulele birthday and a bucket of cake. Happy birthday, Monica! I love you, sweetie. All right, so let's put that down over there, and you got your very own. So Monica, a little inside fact about Monica: she prefers donuts to cake. So for her birthday, we always get her a donut cake, which is really just a pile of donuts. And so, actually, I don't have to have the internet do this because you're right here. So, wait, here, let me get it in front of the camera. Go ahead and... Yay! All right, and I get a donut? Okay, well, I want one of the Boston creams. Yeah, because I'll have to destroy the donut cake in order to get to the Boston cream. Because, you know, Boston cream, I mean... It's good. You bite into it, and there's just an ooey gooey center of... It's pudding. It's essentially pudding. It's not really cream. It's really just pudding. There we go. And so, Boston cream. We went to the Dunkin' Donuts, and they had, like, 3 flavors of donuts. It was a sad affair, but they were good flavors, and they apologized for the lack of selection. But you know, they had the Boston cream, which is all I really care about. That's not true. I love a fresh powdered donut. I love glazed. And maple donuts are really good. A bear claw. A box of 1 dozen starving crazed weasels. It's all good. So. It's my birthday! Woo! No, I got the pudding part. I just wanted to get to the pudding part. Not to be confused with pudding pop. Alright, I need to set this somewhere. Oh, Hope wants a donut. Okay, wait, here. Hand me a donut for Hope. And here, I'll hand you this. Alright. So, alright. Hope, are you close to your screen? Are you close? Okay, here. Are you ready? Take it. There you go. Now, nobody else download Hope's donut. That is for Hope. Alright. That was a good donut. That was delicious. All right, so we've done donuts, we've done birthday, and we are here. Believe it or not, we actually do have a point tonight. We are going to talk about Monster High. Bam! We have Monster High, but not just this. We have a bunch of we have Blackness. Let's try the other button. There we go. We have Monster High. We have a lot of Monster High, and we are not going to show all of Monica's Monster High because there's too much Monster High. Monster High is a fashion doll line that was launched by Mattel. You probably are familiar with that name. Mattel is best known for Barbie. The pretty much the quintessential fashion doll for the last, 80 years? Like, Barbie has been the fashion doll. And every other fashion doll that has ever come out that wasn't Barbie was essentially just kind of wishing that they could be in some way Barbie. There were Bratz, and Mattel sued... Wait, no, Bratz sued Mattel for Barbie My Street or something like that. It was something creepy. But, they had Street Savvy Barbie, and she came with a Pimp Ken doll or something. So Mattel sold the creator of sued the creator of Bratz because he worked at Mattel when he came up with the idea. Got it. Okay, so that was the thing. So yeah, and Barbie is kind of amazing in her own right, but at the same time, Barbie really represents a very singular view of what it means to be beautiful in the eyes of a little girl. And Monster High takes that whole thing and spins it on its head by creating a whole line of very different dolls that are unique and colorful and distinctive, and they promote the idea of being yourself, be a monster. And I have to say that even though I've never been a huge fashion doll guy, or any kind of fashion doll guy, or any kind of fashion guy, admittedly, even when I knew nothing about Monster High and I first started seeing it pop up on the end caps at Target, they made me stop and look, because these things are really, really cool looking. Let's go back. Let's take a look at Frankie here. This is Frankie Stein. And here, I'm going to just move the camera a little bit so we can look at Frankie Stein. They're actually really, really beautifully made dolls. And it keeps wanting to focus on Draculaura here. So let's move her out of the way so that the camera can just get Frankie. So you look at Frankie Stein. Now, she is the daughter of Rogers and Hammerstein, and you see what I did there? It's Rogers and they maybe it was Rogers and Frankenstein. They would build musicals out of the corpses of dead people. So that's it. No, she is daughter of Frankenstein's monster and his bride. And she is, her character is that she is friendly and open and optimistic. And dare I say that she is the Mon-Star of the line. Mon-Star of the line, because she's a monster, right? So anyway, she was kind of the main character, and this version, this is not the original Frankie Stein. This is the Ghouls Alive version, and so let's just get her hair out of the way. If you press her stomach, then wait here. There's a button in there somewhere. There's a button. Okay, how low do I have to? I'm getting uncomfortable. There it is. Okay, wait here. I need to turn off the lights. I'm not gonna turn off all the lights. Hopefully, it'll show if I just turn off some of the most directional lights here, because we need to show this. That'll be good. That'll do it. Okay. And believe it or not, this is her belly that I'm pressing, just for all those parents groups out there. Look at that! You see her rib cage and her skull and her bolts light up. I mean, that's really cool. Let me get that closer. That's pretty neat. Okay, I'm going to turn off this light because I'm enjoying this. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, it's just getting darker. Oh my gosh, it only gets better the darker it gets. So, you know what, that's all we need for the live stream. Okay, it's been a great live stream. Thank you everybody for coming. Let's turn on these and let the camera do its thing. Is the camera going to be able to recover from that? Let's find out. Let's go, and can we... There we go. Yeah. Okay. So So there she is. Really, really attractive dolls in a design sense. You look at all the detail that they put onto these. She's got all of her stitch marks all over, and then of course the clothes are also themed for the characters. Now Frankie here, she's got she's got kind of a studded belt thing going on and some mesh sleeves. She's far trendier than I ever was. Like I never had clothes as interesting as the Monster High characters, but she comes with a stand. This one we got secondhand, so we do not have like the brush that comes with it, but otherwise she's pretty much complete, isn't she? And she actually came with a pink stand, but we put her on the black stand. Oh wait, who am I thinking of? Oh, that was just a random? Okay, so yeah, nonetheless, brushable hair, nice articulation. If you look at this, she's got shoulder joints, her head is on a ball joint. Let's see if I can do this. I think it's a ball joint. Okay, so it's pretty stiff, and I don't want to move it too much. But she does have head articulation. She's got a swiveling wrist. She's got a swiveling elbow as well as a bending elbow. She's got hip movement. She's got a knee swivel and a knee bend. And so, she can't stand on her own. Most of these dolls really don't stand on their own very well at all. Hey, camera, focus. Hey, camera, focus. You want to focus. Let's do a... There we go. All right. So, but nonetheless, very, very, very nice. And I love the colors. Monster High does a fantastic job of using color very effectively in the dolls and their related clothing. I'm going to zoom in here just so that you can see the details. Notice that she's got different colored eyes. She's got eyeshadow. There's a lot of different colors going on here. So they really didn't skimp on any of the details. She's got a custom molded little emblem on her little bow tie, the world's tiniest bow tie, which is important. Yeah, it came with the shirt. But what's more important is that Seto Yami and Osaka Jack are here. So a toast to Seto Yami and Osaka Jack. So this is one. And this is two. And since Osaka Jack is here, Osaka Jack sent Monica a present. She has been waiting until this live stream, and she just opened it, and the look on her face was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. It is a burning Godzilla humidifier. Oh my gosh! The steam is gonna come out of his mouth. Oh, this is the coolest thing ever! Wow!
Thank you.
Osaka Jack, she seems to be grateful. Thank you so much. This is fantastic. Thank you. I cannot wait to try this out. It's gonna be awesome. Burning Godzilla humidifier. Okay, here, let me hand this off to you. There we go. All right, so that's pretty fantastic. But yeah, so we saw Monster High, and I will admit that even then I was impressed by how the dolls looked and by the detail of their clothes, and there was something about it that I thought, wow, I don't collect fashion dolls, but if I did, I would collect those. So we were amused by there being a character named Draculaura, since we have a friend named Laura who may join us tonight. Who knows? And if she does show up, everybody has my permission to all say Draculaura, and just she'll be like, what the fudge? Fudge? See, I say. What, you think that I'm like a potty mouth on the internet? No. I have said the occasional, like, 4-letter word, but not the 4-letter word. Oh, that's bad. That's how you go to HE double hockey sticks. So, fellow MLP artist, Egophiliac sent Monica some Monster High dolls as a gift, and she was instantly hooked. At that point, there was no going back. That was another part of our budget that just went. But the dolls are really cool. They look great. I mean, it's just it's a hard thing to pass up, and the fact that they really encourage, I mean, anybody, doesn't have to be girls, guys can like Monster High too. I mean, I like Monster High. I'm like an expert. Like we've got, like, I know Frankie Stein's name. And I know Vampirella there. She's in the background. So we got Vampirella in the background, and we've got other dolls too. So I'm like, me and Monster High are like this. So let's go ahead. Let's move on to Draculaura. See, it's not Vampirella, it's Dracula. I swear, like, Vampirella has to be Draculaura's mom. Like, there's no way in my headcanon that isn't a thing. So, or, like, now I'm not saying that she and Dracula were, like, legally wed or anything at the time, but, somebody met somebody at the tavern after maybe drinking the blood of all the other attendants of the tavern, and then it's like, after a night of some fresh drinking, even though I don't drink wine, I'd like to get comfortable. And she's like, yes, I would like to get comfortable with you. And then, 900 years later, bouncing baby Draculaura is born. So that's how that works. That's the life cycle of, I don't know. I might not be quite the expert on Monster High that I have claimed to be. So, anyway, let's actually, we have dolls here. We have dolls. We can show the dolls. So we've got a Draculaura. This is an original 2010 Wave 1 figure, and I'm going to turn up the exposure just a bit. There we go. And so she is still mint in box. And I think that she is going to stay mint in box, since we do have other Draculauras. But you can see that she comes with her own little pet, which is Count Fabulous. So Draculaura's character is that she's kind of the rich kid. She, and it doesn't mean that she's a snob, but she is a little bit the spoiled character. I would say that she is also part of the corpse cast of Monster High. The corpse cast, 'cause instead of core cast, it's the corpse cast. Colleen says, Clay is teaching us about the birds and the bats and the flowers and the cats and the... I don't know how that song goes either. Thank you, Colleen. A toast to Colleen. We just got a little bit of that. That was good. So we have Draculaura here, and she is articulated the same as the Frankie Stein doll. I don't have to pull her out to be able to show that. You can see they've got some illustrated versions of the character, and they tell you all about the character, which is great. You know, this is something that goes back to the early days of Transformers and G.I. Joe, and it's good to see it coming back around again. Let me zoom in a little bit. So, you know, her age, 1599. I can't wait for my sweet 1600th. So you'll notice that they are very happy to do lots of monster puns in Monster High. And that's really, like, that's what this whole line, aside from being fashion dolls, it's all about playing off of the monster motif and having fun with it. And so Draculaura is a good example of that. We've also got, wait a minute here, let me show this. So whoops, there we go. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so we've even got, let's see if I can show this. We've got a plush version of Count Fabulous right here. Let's see if I can lift that out safely without destroying anything. All right, so yeah, we've got Count Fabulous, the plush version, and he is he's a little bat, except, you know, he seems to, like, he looks like he's a stuffed version of a bat because he's got the, but I suspect that he's actually alive, or, you know, unalive, maybe. But yeah, of course, coffin-shaped packaging, which goes with the whole thing. And of course, you get more info about Count Fabulous. Count Fabulous is a very proud and proper bat, but Draculaura just can't help dressing him up in the cutest little outfits. His best friends are, Crescent and What's-It. So, and I'm betting that that's Crescent and What's-It, or you know, one of the two. So, yeah, we got Count Fabulous, and that's what we've got. That's just one of the many things. Show us what you got. We got Count Fabulous. So anyway, yeah, also, jumping back over here. So we have our frightfully tall ghouls. Ghouls! I said ghouls! All right, so we've got our frightfully tall version of Draculaura, and she's really just a tall version of the regular character. Lots of the same articulation, pretty much the same outfit, same color hair, just bigger and taller. Digging the go-go boots. Like, those are like superhero boots, except for the heels. Okay, like, Black Widow would not wear those. She would be like, no, just not doing it. So, and wait a minute. Hold the phone. Joy is here. A toast to Joy. Welcome, Joy. We're talking Monster High. Monsters in high school. Except not really monsters. Freakishly attractive women except supposedly high school age, but they're taller with bigger heads than high school girls. I don't know. I haven't actually seen a high school girl in a long time. Do they have huge heads now? No? That's not something that happened from the hormones in milk? Okay, good. Because honestly, you know, it might look good in a fashion doll, but I do not think that it would work on an actual human. I just don't. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, you have Draculaura. She is a bit pampered. She's enthusiastic, and she has a gothic style. She, you know, like her dad, he knew how to dress. Like Dracula, he was, you know, he was down, you know. He always had those nice suits and the waistcoat and everything. So you know, Dracula, he knew how to dress, and he is not going to let his daughter go out in like torn blue jeans. Oh no. Okay, you know, he will march her right back up to her crypt and force her to change into dead clothes that are appropriate for her status. So Osaka Jack says, speaking as a high school teacher, teenagers do have big heads, but that's more of an ego thing. You know what? Thank you, sir. Yes. Hey, toast. You know what? I remember being in high school. I didn't really have a big ego. I know that'll come as a shock to a lot of you, but I was kind of that awkward, insecure type. I know, right? But I do remember plenty of people that also, But do those people have their own YouTube channel right now? They might. I don't know. I really haven't kept up with any of the people that I knew in high school except for Don. And Don doesn't need his own YouTube channel because he's got mine. So so there we go. All right, let's move on a little bit. We have talked about Draculaura, and I'm gonna move this out of the way so that I have a place to show some of our other characters that's clean and pristine and quite serene. I don't know. You know, I'm a poet, but I don't know it. But my feet sure show it. They're Longfellows. My grandma used to say that. That one's for you, Grandma. What was that? I need to work in screams. Cause screams, monsters. I'll try to. I'll work on that. I'll work on that. So let's take a look here. I'm gonna press a button and press another thing. So we've got lots of monsters here, and Monica is holding up her finger as if to say, "Hold on a minute." Rachel Bowden is here. Well, hold the phone. A toast to Rachel Bowden. Welcome, Rachel. We are talking Monster High, and you are here just in time to ask me a question, apparently. Rachel asks, have you heard that there's going to be a new Monster High series and a movie? And yes, you can order the first doll from Mattel. From Mattel's online store, and I hear that this movie is going to be a Scream. It's going to be a Scream. Thank you. These are the jokes, folks. So the first doll is Frankie, which makes sense because she is the Monstar of the series. I know I already made that joke, but you know, I'm gonna get as much mileage out of this as I can because we don't talk Monster High that often. It's usually just robots, robots, robots. All robots around Retrobot. Oh, here, let me show that. Yeah, let me do a little thing, and there, no, that's not the right one. There. Ah, look at that. That is the new Frankie, and yeah, she looks very similar to the old Frankie. I think that the face is a little bit more cherubic. You know, a little bit of a larger forehead, you know, a little bit, but the differences are subtle. They obviously have not cut back on the detail at all. You know, it looks like the clothing is still really, really nicely done, which, you know, honestly, Mattel has been doing fashion dolls longer than anybody else. They had better be good at doing the clothing, but she looks great, and the hair is very, very long. Like, you know, look at that. That goes down to her calves. Her hair is actually longer than yours was when it was at its longest. And let me tell you, Monica had some long hair. Like, and Monica's hair, just so that you know, Monica's hair is thick. Like, each strand is like the thickness of a skewer, okay? And she can actually control them psychically. And then if she gets mad at you, she can strangle you with her hair. And never leave a fingerprint. Just think about the forensics nightmare on that. Yeah. I'm not her first husband. I'm just the only one who you can still find the body from. That's not true. Monica doesn't have previous husbands that she's killed in their sleep that I know of. So, anyway, Mark Lungo is here. Welcome, Mark. A toast to Mark Lungo. There we go. And, oh my gosh, Draculaura is here! Welcome, Draculaura! And, Laura says, sup? And I encourage everyone to let Draculaura know what's up. So, all right. So, getting back to Monster High, I've been playing with the buttons here. I don't even know what's going to show. I'm just going to press this and press that, and we're gonna go like this. So there we go. Hey, I landed on something that's showing a picture. That's great. So I wanted to talk about Ghoulia next. She is also part of the corpse cast. Corpse cast of cask. The corpse cast. Casket. The corpse casket. She's part of the corpse cast. Are we deviating too far at this point? Probably. Okay. Well, that's just washed out as anything can be. So let's go ahead and let's put her in front of the other camera. And so she is a Wave 1 figure. She's still got the saddle style stand, which you know, I respect the thought behind a stand that just supports the figure right underneath the body, but it really doesn't work very well. And they abandoned this style stand after Wave 1 to go with a more traditional stand that clamps around the waist to hold the figures. And that's a good choice. So, also, you know, I have to admit that I just feel a little bit pervy trying to get her to stand up on that thing. I mean, it's like, I don't want to be doing this. I'm already uncomfortable being a guy trying to manipulate these dolls. Society has told me that that's wrong for some reason, even though, why is that wrong? Because I can't think of a logical reason why that would be wrong, but I was raised to believe that boys playing with dolls is somehow bad. And admittedly, I was interested in robots that turned into trucks. But still, if I had wanted to play with dolls, I would have felt very self-conscious about it, which I have to say, I don't think that's right. So yeah, these stands have an awkward cannibal holocaust vibe, really, when you look at it. Wait here. It's So, wait here, let me yeah. I don't know how that looks. I can't look at the camera while I'm doing that. This is my RAR sign, just in case you're wondering. And you know what? Dudley was here right up to the beginning of the show, and he was creaking at Monica and I something fierce. As soon as we started, he's like, you're boring now. I'm going away. So, hey, Dudders, you could be on camera. Nope, he's too busy licking his private areas. So, it's a cat's life. I don't know what that expression is even supposed to mean. So anyway, going back to Ghoulia. Ghoulia is daughter of zombies. So she is... her personality is that she is shy, a workaholic. She is the comic book nerd in Monster High. She is very smart, and she speaks zombie. So whenever Ghoulia is talking to one of the characters, she's like, and then she has an app which she wrote because she is the brains of the group. And then Frankie would use the app to translate her into regular monster speak. And so that's and I like that they've taken the idea that of the mindless zombie into the brainiac of the group, and she likes comic books, she likes nerdy stuff, and of course her attire is still much more stylish than any nerd. Okay, let me tell you, internet, and I know you're going to be shocked, but I have been accused of being a nerd. I know it's hard to... It's mind-blowing. Right? And I can tell you from being a nerd and hanging out with nerd people. Now, granted, I didn't know a lot of nerd girls because no nerd guys ever know enough nerd girls. But the nerd girls that I knew were not as stylishly dressed as Ghoulia here. She's got glasses, and they are removable. So and very nice eyes. She's got beautiful eyes. I could just fall in love with those cold, dead eyes. Here, let's go ahead and get a zoom in so that we can really appreciate the artistry on Ghoulia. She's got kind of a Christmas sweater thing going on, and here, she takes up her eyes, and it's like, oh my. Wait a minute, you're more than just brains. She's kind of Hollywood. She's Hollywood frumpy. It's like they take this gorgeous woman and they put glasses on her and some clothes that are not skin tight, and then they say, okay, she's frumpy now. She's not hot. And you know what, Hollywood? I've been on to you for quite a long time. Those women are still hot. So yeah, she's got a cool looking sweater thing. I love her fingerless gloves. Like that's fantastic. And then she's got this keyboard pattern belt and neat polka dot. Like, who makes polka dots look good? Ghoulia actually makes polka dots look good. And of course, she's got a whole color motif of red, black, and white, which were actually my school colors growing up. So you know, go Du Bois Beavers! Oh, and she's taking a nap now. She's just lying down on the job. See, that's the problem. I think she has zippers for earrings. Those are zippers. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cool. I would have never noticed that unless she had fallen down on her side and I got a good look at her her earrings. She also has some kind of a choker necklace with some kind of a little pendant there. I can't tell if that's anything specific or if it's just sort of a generic pendant type shape. And of course she has the Monster High emblem right in the middle of her shirt, which I think is more of a trademark thing. I'm not sure if she really wants that there or she's just like, you know, the company bought the outfit and they said I have to wear the thing and so I wear it. Okay? That's it. I'm just wearing the thing. I'm doing my job, okay? You got a problem with that? Huh? You got a problem with just talk to the hand. All right? I'm done. Hey, somebody water me. Water me. So anyway, that's Ghoulia, except she would say, "Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh no. I forgot." See, her name is, well, you know, because I've said it like 47 times, but the word is, you know, and now I have to drink. Boy, there's no way I'm going to get through tonight without having to take a bathroom break. That's just going to happen. So, all right, I'm going to set down No Name here. And, all right, yeah, just take you and your brains and, oh, do you want Brain Girl? There we go. All right, so, yeah, I assume, Dawn, that you were counting. Here we go, let's just go. Is 10 enough? Do I keep going? I don't know. Grayscale is here, so by the power of Grayscale, let's do one more. Welcome, Grayscale. We are talking Monster High tonight. Something of which I am a bona fide expert. Bona died instead of bona fide. It's sort of like if something happened to the leader of YouTube, you know. Yes! Yeah, I was doing a U2 thing. You know, the band Bono. Bono? You know, if Bono died, bona fide. I don't know. Anyway, so, we've got Alice from Batwoman, and there she is. And Batwoman's a terrible show. I want to like it, but it's awful. Like, the whole CW universe is just so bad. And I really, I spent many years watching, like, The Flash and Arrow and Legends, yeah, and Black Lightning. You know, the first season of Black Lightning was good, and there was some better seasons of Flash, and Legends was best when it was best, and worst when it was worst. But yeah, but Alice, I mean, not she's Chariclo Arganthone Cupid. Chariclo Arganthony Cupid. C.A.Cupid. She's C.A.Cupid. It stands for Can't Articulate Cupid. So let me go ahead and put Can't Articulate in front of the camera, and we'll just kind of pan back here and do the thing, and there she is. So she's a gorgeous doll. This is a gorgeous doll, and you look at the way that they've gradated the color from black to white along her legs, and then you get this, let's zoom in on this, because they've put these patterns on her legs, and that's on her skin. That's not stockings. That's, that's kind of a heart pattern. The heart motif continues on her dress. She's got black and pink, which, hey, black and pink is awesome. And then she's got the little Queen Amidala lips, which look better on her than they ever did on Natalie Portman. I'm sorry, Natalie. I mean, Natalie, I love you. All right, you are like every nerd guy's fantasy, but those Queen Amidala lips, that was bad. That was kind of a flurge. So anyway, she's rocking the Amidala. She's got a little crossbow ring. Apparently she cannot fire a crossbow. Apparently she is so terrible at the bow. Instead, she hosts a Love Connection show, and she's got wings. She is the daughter of a cherub and a bone elemental, which is kind of a weird. Like, that is a weird combo, but it gives her these bone wings, which look kind of like a face hugger that she's wearing on her neck. Yeah, it is heart shaped. So yeah, we got the heart shape here. Her hair is done up in kind of a 50s thing that, pretty much the moment that a little girl gets her hand on this doll, the hair is ruined. The heart braid that's holding back the hair, this little hair piece there, this little thing, this would be ruined, and that face hugger thing that's clipped onto the back of her neck, that's gone. So she it looks like they have leaned far more into the cherub side than the bone elemental. I guess maybe that's the bone elemental thing is why she's got these patterns on her hands and her legs, but it's more hearts and pink and stuff. She's still a really amazing looking figure, and you see the detail that they put into her, and it is just really impressive. I love what they do with the hair on these things. I don't know how they do the hair on these things, but once if you take them out and you mess with the hair at all, you will never get it to look like that again. It's just not gonna happen. Which there's a name for that. It's called there's a name for that. It's called resale. So it's like you unpack the doll, give it to a little girl. She takes all of the clothes off of it, undoes the hair, and then now you have to buy that little girl a new doll, because that doll is never going to look as good as it did in the package. So she is a very interesting character just because she is the only character who exists in both who was in both Monster High and Ever After High, the spin-off series from Monster High. She started out in Monster High, and then she transferred to a new school, and that's part of her character, which is geez, I keep clicking to different things. I've got a lot of little clicky things that I have to do here, and a very small brain. It's hard to navigate sometimes. I need more posties that say click here and press this button. But yeah, so can't articulate Cupid is or call me Alice Cupid. That's her. Oh, she's also got hearts for shoes. Look, she's got hearts for shoes. Those are just a whole bunch of linked up hearts. And notice that even the shoes. All right, this is the level of quality that they're putting into these dolls. Even the shoes are 3 different colors. We've got kind of a silvery gray in the back, and then white around the ankle, and then the pink around the toe. Can you imagine a Hasbro doll having all those different colors just in the shoes? Okay, spoiler alert, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I saw Equestria Girls dolls. And, they would cut costs wherever they could. They weren't bad, but they weren't like this. I don't think that there was any Equestria Girls doll ever done that was done to the level of detail and care that they put into the Monster High and the subsequent Ever After High dolls. Oh wait, I'm getting a message from my finger. Osaka Jack says, call her Al? Are those diamonds on the soles of her shoes? No. But, you could call me Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you could call me... never mind. Da 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 da. Man walks down the street in a strange world. Anyway, I'm sorry. Old guys like us, when we start get something like that in our heads, we have to act on it. We have to express it, emote it. And anyway, call me Alice is also Cupid. So, but more importantly, let me set Call Me Alice over here. And all right, Jessica Cheery is here. A toast to Jessica Cheery. Welcome, Jessica Cheery. You are just in time for more Monster High. I don't know what that was either. But our next contestant on Monster High here on Retrobot is Monster High's answer to Applejack. This is Operetta. She is, of course, daughter of the Phantom. And she is pretty much the Phantom of the Opry. She's got a rockabilly style, and she works on the apple farm, and she's known for being honest and a hard worker and an earth pony. And wait a minute, I'm getting things confused here. She's a rebel and a loner, and she's a talented singer and guitarist, and has a rockabilly fashion style right there. So you can see that her purse is also a guitar that looks like a coffin. Well, now if that ain't rockabilly, I don't know what is. So here, let's put her on the better camera so that you can really appreciate her rockabilly style. I'm just gonna be doing that, and if my friend Tracy shows up on this live stream, she is gonna kill me for doing that accent, because I used to do the same accent at her. She's from Virginia, and then I'd do that accent, and she'd be like, "Shut up," and I'd say, "Shut up," and she's like, "Ooh," and so yeah, I'm kind of a not nice person. I'm kind of terrible. I apologize, but, I'm a bit of a bastard. Anyway, so she's got jeans. Look at that. She's got jeans, and her jeans fit better than my jeans. I've got dad jeans. She's got Monster High jeans. And let's there, we'll turn up the exposure just a little bit so that you can see like that looks like denim. Like look at that. Look at the fabric. They've got the rolled cuff. They've got the stitching. She's got musical notes around her belt. Let's take a look at the shoes down here. She's got some pretty kick-ass high heels going on here, which honestly, I remember high school, and no girls walked around in like, those are high-heeled sneakers. Like they look strangely like high-heeled Chucks. Are those high-heeled Chucks? Am I looking at, like, honey, I need my Chucks. Wait a minute. I need a Chuck. One of my Chuck shoes. Like my Chuck Taylors. Okay, so wait a minute. We need to see something. Yeah. Because I've got, okay, so this is one of my shoes, and this is a Converse All-Star. Is it just me, or is she wearing a high-heeled Converse All-Star? Here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Those are practically the same shoe. I mean, I realize it's a little bit different, but that's only for legal reasons. Okay, they just didn't want to pay Converse for doing Chuck Taylors. That's totally a high-heeled Chuck Taylor. All right. Anyway, so yeah, she's got her high-heeled Chuck Taylors, and then she's got her floodwater pants, which actually look really good. She's got I don't. Oh, those are music notes. Like, those are, that is a whole bunch of music notes hanging off there. So she's got the belt and with a spider web and music notes. And then she's got her really cool guitar thing. And, we're getting there. We're working our way up to get to the good stuff. And then she's got her, she's got a spider web pattern on her shirt. And notice the what seems to be a bat pattern on the shirt underneath, or maybe there's some black cat silhouettes. It's hard to tell from here, but even the shirt underneath her white shirt has got cool patterns. And look at this. She's got her dice earrings, huh? Yeah, she's got dice earrings, or domino. I think that they're supposed to be dice. And look at this. She's got a mask with a spider web pattern and kind of a drippy thing, in a heart shape going around her face. Because, of course, Phantom of the Opera had the mask. And if you take off the mask, which once I take this off, I'm never going to get it back on right again. So it's kind of a hair clip thing. And so you take that off and you look underneath, and she's got all of this cool scarring on the side of her face. And it's all done in treble clefs, and let's see if I can zoom in any closer. Look at that. That is cool. That is cool and gorgeous and really, really neat. So, that's really impressive. She's got a little beauty mark next to her lip. Look at all the different colors that they've put into the eyes. Just look at how much detail they've put into that. I mean, it's, they've got the black, they've got a little bit of blue, they've got white, they've got gradations of tans that go up to the eyebrow. They've got just a little bit of a kind of an aquamarine right above the eyelid. She has another little line next to the nose. I'm not sure, like, is that actually on the toy, or is that a hair? It's hard to tell. So, yeah, just amazing, the detail and the care, once again, that they put into these things. It's hard not to be impressed with what they created with this line of dolls. and I almost feel bad referring to them as dolls because it seems like something that was developed to this level should have a special word. You know, it's like with action figures. You know, you don't say, oh, they're just dolls for toys. No, they're action figures. They're adult. They're action figures for adults. They're collectibles. Yes, they're collectibles. And you look at something like this, it seems wrong to call it a toy, but it is a toy, and she is Phantom of the Opera. You know, because she got that thing, that twang. She got that twang. So, all right, let's set her. I'm gonna put her in the back here. I'll put her. Oh, you'll take her. You'll take her. Okay, so that was Applejack, and thank you, Applejack. Let's take a look at Talia al Ghul, daughter of the dragon, and that here we go. Here is Talia al Ghul, and she's got an awesome dragon skin motif. And notice that they're not just sticking a bunch of heads onto generic bodies. They are doing different molds for each of these figures. And she's got this dragon skin. We're not going to take off the dress, but if we did, you would see that there's even bigger scales on the rest of the body. Actually, so I'm told. I've never actually. Monica has. And so it's a reliable source. She says there's bigger dragon scales like on the body. So I'm going to take her word for it. Happy birthday, Monica! Ghouls! If only Chevy Chase were here. If Chevy Chase were here, we would have a lot more viewership on our live stream, I think. So, all right, let's put Gina Fire Long. Gina Fire Long. She is daughter of the dragon, which she's Talia from Batman. She totally gets to have sex with Bruce Wayne, and this is her. Yeah, Talia. They had a baby. Where do you think Damian came from? Oh yeah, there was another sister. At least in Arrow, there was another sister. I assume that's from the comics, but I don't remember. She was like Sophie or something. I don't know. She was the ugly sister. Which of course they don't have any ugly people on Arrow. Everybody is beautiful. Like okay, just a sidetrack. How is it that Oliver gets to be a sex symbol when he has a neck beard, like a beautifully groomed neck beard? Like, he kept a beard on his neck, and somehow nobody said, ooh, don't do that. Just don't do it. He's like, I'm going to give you the pouty eyes, and I'm going to talk real sensitive, and then later I'm going to kill someone you really care about. And it's okay. It's okay for him to kill your loved ones because he talks all sensitive and he has those eyes. And it's okay for him to have a neck beard. And I dare say that the neck beard is the greater sin between the two. Just throwing that out. So yeah, she has got. She was born and raised in Shanghai. See what they did there? Instead of Shanghai, it's Shanghai. I did. I didn't come up with that. That's their canon. So she was born and raised in Shanghai. She's confident, brave, and has a bit of a temper. Dare I say, a little bit of a fiery temper. I don't know if she breathes fire, but she probably breathes fire. She is daughter of the dragon. She is from the 2012 line of Scarus, City of Frights. Because, Paris is the city of lights. And so they're like, Scarus, like, rawr! Oh, you're scared! And so, City of Fright. Anyway. So these dolls came with suitcases. I've got a suitcase. Here. She comes with a suitcase. Look at this. So, and notice they didn't just give her like create one mold for like a coffin shaped suitcase and just mold it in different colors. No. Look at that. They gave her a whole dragon motif. If the camera will zoom in on it. Come on camera. I know you can do it. Wait, let me go back. Okay. And if I come forward, will the camera catch up with the focus? No, I'm going to have to manually focus this. All right, I can manually focus. I can do that because, oh wait, here. It's hard to tell what's going on when I'm looking in the preview screen. All right. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. They've got all of this cool design molded in. They've got the Chinese fans in the corner. They've got fire. They've got Trogdor the Burninator in the middle. I mean, this is cool. And then you go around and they've got neat patterns molded into the back, which once again, the camera has decided, oh wait, there's a little bit of Talia in the background. I'm going to focus in on that. So... There we go. And so you can see that. And of course, they've got the Monster High emblem in the top and bottom. And these do open up. So, it's like quilted on the inside and has molded in pockets, which don't actually function as pockets, but they're still molded in there. And little rollers. So, she's got the whole thing going. And then she's got kind of a Chinese-looking attire, with her dress and her belt, and again they're using the dragon scale pattern on the kind of sheer wrap thing that she's wearing, and it's kind of a cross between Dragonfire motif and Shanghai neon, and I love the hair. The green and black really pops. Of course, as with all of these dolls, you take a look and you get really close up, and once again, just amazing attention to the details. The face is gorgeous. They spared no expense doing all of the different paint applications on the face. And she's got this hair piece that clips into the bun, and she also has amazing shoes. So wait here, let's take a look. So she's got a tail, by the way. That's another unique thing about this character. She has a tail, and then you get down to the shoes, and look at those, huh? I mean, that is actually pretty cool. I'm looking at everything going on in there, trying to get it on camera. And so, yeah, and notice once again, multiple colors on the shoes. Of course, just going to point out, at least, now I haven't been in high school in quite a long time, but I don't remember any girls that went to my high school walking around in heels like that. But it is a fashion doll, and fashion dolls wear high heels, so I guess I'm not going to, fault them too much for putting all of their dolls in high heels. It's a thing. It's just a thing. So... yeah, that is Talia Al Dragon, or Gina Fire Long. Gina Fire Long. It's Gina Fire, not Jetfire. And if her named were Jetfire, they would call her Skylar Fire Long on the show for trademark reasons. It's a Transformers joke, because Jetfire, when they brought him into the show, they called him Skyfire just to make... Anyway. Skylar Fire. I called her Skylar Fire. Gosh! Oh, that's so good! I am so clever! Alright, so, next... Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a good one. You're gonna like this one. So, this is another of the Scarus City of Frights dolls from 2012. This is Scalita Calaveras. Scalita Calaveras, and she is the daughter of Skeletor. And you can see that she is done in a Day of the Dead motif. And let's go ahead and show her on the good camera. The good camera, because we paid a lot of money for the good camera. We should use the good camera. And we're just gonna put her right there and get her in frame and get... Alright, we managed to get the suitcase to stand up, which is in itself a little bit amazing. So there she is, Scalita, daughter of skeletons. Sure. Wait a minute. Mattel owns He-Man. Yeah, she's the daughter of Skeletor. Okay, maybe she hasn't confronted him, but I feel like he should see the family resemblance. Alright, okay, she doesn't have the blue muscles, but she had to get something from her mother. Maybe her mother was, quite thin. So she didn't have, the Hulk body, but nonetheless, yeah. So this is Scalita. She's got these are like prayer flags for kind of a prayer flag motif for the skirt, and her whole body is skeletal. And let me zoom in on this. And I'm going to show you some. We have one that has lost her clothing because the neighbor kids played with her. And so, you got those. She's got sort of. They actually look like sandals, except they are, of course, big platform sandals, high, again with the heel thing. And then you go up and I'd say that she is just skin and bone, but that is an insult to skin. There is no skin there. She's painted, and she's got she's actually got a little bit of a Jack Skellington thing from Nightmare Before Christmas. Is Jack Skellington? Yes. Okay. So she's kind of got that Jack Skellington thing going on with her face, and definitely kind of a Mexican motif here. And then she, of course, has a really cool suitcase that honestly, just in terms of practical design, this thing never stands up well. It's got little skateboard wheels on the back, and they decided to make the bottom rounded. I feel like they could have made the front rounded and still had those wheels be wide enough so that it wouldn't always want to fall over. I'm amazed that it's standing upright now. And you can see that, of course, it's got lots and lots of molded in detail. And, the handle is pretty much a spine. And if you can even push it down, it's like a collapsible handle, I think. Here, let's try and push it down. Here, no, there we go. And so, yeah, you can collapse the handle, and you can turn it around, and then, oh, there. Yeah, and see, you know, she's got a whole spine case thing. And if she were a secret agent, then you could say that she is a super spy. I apologize for that. That was terrible. But here, let's back off for a second. Let's back off and pull out the other Scalita that we have here. And notice that they did the whole thing. I mean, once again, they're not just taking one doll body and sticking a bunch of different heads on. They are committed to everything. She is skeletal. I feel like normal skeletons aren't this shapely. Like, I'm pretty sure that rib cages don't have cleavage, but she's got the female form in her skeleton. You know, it's actually fine. You know, I make fun, but this is a really impressive looking figure, and getting to see all the bones and just the level of detail that they went into to create this skeleton character, it's actually pretty impressive. So, you know, all kidding aside, she is really, really cool. She is probably one of my favorites. You know, yours too. So yeah, Monica was saying that it's one of her favorites too. And yeah, you look at the detail on the face. I mean, look at that. That is just fantastic. And you know, so distinctive, so unique, and so beautifully done. Like really raising the bar to what a fashion doll can be. And so she, the character was born and raised in Mexico. See there? Because it's not Mexico, it's in Mexico. Because hex is like a curse. Anyway, and to two skeleton spirits, she is kind, gentle, and soft-spoken. So that is, and I'm gonna hit my camera and shake it because everybody likes some shaky cam on their horror video, and that's what we've got. So that is Scalita, daughter of Skeletor, and here I'm gonna move these, and oh, she's coming off of her stand. Probably because she doesn't have a whole lot to hold her onto the stand. And, oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. So, and let me give you that and that. All right. And now, let's pause for station identification. And a word from someone who's not our sponsor. Do you have a stuffed up nose? Neither do I. You see how I did that. Let's see. Great value soothing lotion. If you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, then, you know, just email me or, you know, give me a call, because I use these pretty much every live stream, just about at about 9:30, 10 o'clock every night. I feel like it's a Pennsylvania thing. Yeah, it's something to do with the way the air collects and tries to choke me to death every evening. I don't know. Maybe I'm attributing too much will to the air. But nonetheless, so let's move onward and upward to Ghost Girl. So we got Ghost Girl here. And yeah, she has a translucent base, holder thing. And Ghost Girl is, she is Spectra Vundergeist. Spectra Vundergeist. She is a journalist. Sort of a Lois Lane type. I don't know. Her name is Vundergeist. It's Zsa Zsa Gabor. What is Zsa Zsa Gabor? Does anybody remember Zsa Zsa Gabor? Am I the oldest person in this live stream? Zsa Zsa, log in. Help me out here. No? Ava Gabor? Green Acres? No. Come on, Spectra Vundergeist. Tea, a drink with jam and bread. I don't know. Anyway, so let's get her on the good camera. This is the best live stream ever. Just in case you guys were wondering, this is like the best. So let's move things around here and aim it and frame it. Aim it and frame it. I don't know. I'm aiming the camera at the doll. So there we go. There is Spectra Vundergeist, and I want to get a little bit more. There we go. Let's increase the exposure just a little bit because she's actually very bright. She is a very bright white, and it seems that her limbs, at least, are molded out of clear, possibly acrylic, maybe clear ABS, I'm not sure. And then they've been airbrushed so to look translucent to solid white. And, to give her that look like she is, she's a ghost. She is going immaterial. She is becoming transparent. The character is a journalist for the school newspaper. And actually, I'm going to turn down the exposure because it's hard to see the details on her face because it is very bright. But apparently she can just sort of phase in, kind of spy on people, and then publish their dirty secrets. That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do. Rob says Zsa Zsa was Hungarian, not German. Okay, well, I stand corrected. I don't... it might come as a shock, but I'm not terribly worldly. But nonetheless... Zsa Zsa was Hungarian. I apologize to Germans and Hungarians. I will stop being a racist. I am German, for what it's worth. At least, like, half German, quarter German. Like, Von. Like, my mother's maiden name was Von Nada. Von Ada. So, very strong German name. But anyway, so we've got Spectra Vundergeist. She's Ghost Girl. And I love her translucent raincoat thing here. I feel like she should be in Blade Runner. Blade Runner. That's it. Yes. That is totally Blade Runner. Getting close here, let's zoom in and take a look because they've got all these neat patterns on here, chain motifs, because she's got sort of a Jacob Marley thing going with the chains around her neck, the chain print on her dress, the chain motif on her bag. See, her purse, she forged these chains by her greed in life. And now she has to carry this purse with her in the afterlife and apparently to high school. And so, once again, they love using multiple tones in the hair. You notice that's something that they do with all of these dolls, where none of the dolls have just one color hair. It's all like purple and red, or green with black streaks, or blue and white, and and it's fantastic looking. I mean, honestly, these dolls look better than people ever could. It's pretty impressive, and then of course, once again, the detail on the face is fantastic, and yeah, she came with a translucent brush thing so that you can brush out the hair after you mess it up, because you will, and so yeah, take a look at the shoes. Got to look at the shoes. So here, let's take a look here. We got the shoes, and once again, we have the chain motif on the shoes. I would think that would be uncomfortable. And I have to ask this question. So, are the shoes made of real chains that wrap around her ghostly foot? And if so, how do they stay on? Because, like, her ghostly foot is almost not there. If she's going immaterial, I would think that the shoes would fall off. But if not, like, if the shoes are part of her, then shouldn't they be immaterial too? Shouldn't they be translucent? I know, I am asking some serious questions about Spectra Vundergeist. Her personality is that she is determined, friendly, but very private. Little is known about her past. She's the school newspaper reporter who disappears into her stories. So, yeah, whenever something nefarious goes on at Monster High, you can count on Spectra to be sniffing it out with her almost a nose. So, Spectra Vundergeist, who does not talk like Zsa Zsa Gabor. Does not. Quit being racist. So, we've got, okay, I have to reach across here. Oh, wait. There we go. All right. So, this is Fifi Lepew, and she is the daughter of Pepe Lepew and that cat that he was always chasing in the Warner Brothers cartoons. So yeah, she is she's got cat ears. She's got cat ears and cat goggles. These are the same goggles worn by Catwoman in Batman 3, like the Christopher Nolan Batman things. Osaka Jack got it. Spectra is a ghost rider. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, Osaka Jack, thank you for that. A toast to Osaka Jack. She's a ghost rider. Of course she's a ghost rider. Oh, I was enjoying that. Okay, so yeah, and now I'm showing you nothing. Let's do that. Let's back off here. So yeah, we have. So her name is Catherine Demew. Fifi Lepew. She's so. Catherine Demew, she is a cat person, a perfectionist, and a painter from Scaris. So, whereas the other Scaris City of Frights figures came with luggage because they were traveling to Scaris, she lives in Scaris and therefore does not need any luggage, because if you're living in Scaris, then you would never need to leave. Certainly not to come to Pittsburgh and be in Monster High. I assume that Monster High is in Pittsburgh because of the zombie population. That seems reasonable. Ty Guy says... Ty Guy says the cat people from Pepe Le Pew is named Penelope Pussycat. Oh, okay. So Penelope and Pepe, which I do remember an episode where she made herself stink, and Pepe got himself de-stunk, and then at the end of the episode, she was chasing him around. And so, she played a lot of hard to get, but apparently there was mutual attraction there. Who knew? So, yeah, Penelope. So, thank you, Tie Guy. A toast to Tie Guy. Rob says, all the Monster High ghouls hang out at Monroeville Mall. Of course they would. Of course they would. That would be the bird. Wait a minute. Do high school kids hang out at the mall these days? Is that... Are we dating ourselves by talking about hanging out at the mall? Because I've been to the mall and, it's kind of Deadsville, but then again, it is Monster High. Deadsville. Anyway, for a while, Ghoulia dated a guy named Dawn of the Dead. Wow. Yeah, Monster High is in Pittsburgh. Yep, it's a Pittsburgh high school. So, there's a lot of comments. Toast to Rob and Monica, birthday girl. By the way, happy birthday, sweetie.
It's my birthday.
All right, so you take a look at Katrine Demuth, and the perfectionist painter. She looks the part. She looks. She also looks like she belongs in Paris. The style of the dress, the scarf, and everything. She does have a cattail. So, you see she's got a cattail there. I love the colors. The kind of lavender and magenta hair is fantastic. Of course, you have to look at the shoes because they put a lot of effort into the shoes. And I feel like it's worth us taking a moment and appreciating that some designer went to a lot of effort to very specifically design footwear for each and every character. Notice, we have not seen the same pair of shoes for a single set of different dolls. And, that's a level of uniqueness that you just don't normally see, at least not in action figures. I know that I have seen accessories duplicated in the Transformers line, and not that I'm criticizing that. I mean, being able to cut costs and still deliver a quality product, that's something that's worthy of praise, but it's also worthy of praise to note that they aren't cutting costs with these dolls, at least not in any way that's apparent. They are, they're putting all the different colors into the eyes to make the eyes pop and to make them stand out and to make them beautiful. And could they get away with doing two colors? Sure. But no, we've got black, we've got blue, we've got light blue, we've got lavender. There's like 4 or 5 colors just in the eyes. That's ridiculous and fantastic. Her hair is done beautifully. I mean, once you undo that, once again, you will never ever get the hair to look like that again. But boy, it looks good like that. So just leave it. And here's what Monica did. We had some neighbors that had little girls, and they would come over and they'd want to play with Monica's dolls because, of course, we have toys all over the place. So Monica had a bin of sacrificial Monster High dolls, and after one time of the girls playing with those dolls, all the clothes were gone. All the hair was undone. It was amazing. Like, just once. It was not a gradual process. It's like, oh my gosh, look at all these dolls! Gone were the clothes! Buried in the yard somewhere. We still don't know where. But they were just gone. So yeah, perfectionist cat person, she looks like a perfectionist. Like, you see how tightly the hair is done and how perfectly sculpted it is, and kind of the expression on the face. I completely buy that personality with this figure, and I think that's something else that speaks to the care of this line, is that they have created these dolls to have personality, to not just be blank slates, but rather to each have their own uniqueness and their own story, which, you know, we are all of the generation that we know that story drives these franchises. It's not just the products themselves, but it's what they represent that gives them value and gives them meaning. So yeah, I like her. Yeah, she's just cute. No, she's no Scalita, but still a really, really nicely done doll. So let us move onward and upward. And I think that a lot of you will recognize this one. This is Twilight Sparkle. She has wings because she's the Princess of Friendship, and then in season 10 she was given arms because she needed them in order to pick things up, because she got tired of using her horn. She traded her horn for a hat and arms. I've heard of worse storylines. Probably seen worse storylines, honestly. So this is Avia Trotter, and she is the hybrid daughter of a centaur and a harpy. It really seems like they leaned more heavily on the centaur than the harpy. Yeah, we've got wings. She does have her wings, and that's cool. And she has the horse ears. So she's sort of like an Equestria girl plus. This is sort of like if Equestria girl Twilight Sparkle got into a transporter accident with with Princess Twilight Sparkle, and this is the awful result. She's not awful. Look, she even has a cutie mark. Look, she has cutie marks. You see that? She is one of the only Monster High figures that does not come with a stand, and the reason is because, wait a minute, wait for it. She can stand on her own. Look at that. Woo! Yes, this is the advantage of having 4 legs. 4 legs are better than 2. Now, the downside is that she doesn't have pants. Yeah, she doesn't have pants. She doesn't have a dress. She's got a bridle. She doesn't have a saddle, which I guess is probably good. I mean, it would be a little bit demeaning if she had a saddle, but she has like leggings, leg guard things. She's got a nice hat and a lot going on the face. Like, yeah, her eyes have a lot of detail painted onto them. Let's go ahead and zoom in here because I want you to see what's going on. So, yeah, let's just get right in there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, she's got like peacock feathers around her eyes. That's amazing. I mean, that is really impressive. Fantastic. I realize that this is printed. This is not somebody sitting there with a brush, but I don't care. There is true artistry that was put into designing this, and it's something that unless you get so close, you're not even going to tell what's going on here. It's like she's got butterflies around her eyes. And then, of course, the eyes themselves are painted, and you look, she's got tiny, tiny little lines inside her irises and the reflection dots. I mean, this is a beautifully painted character. I love the dark purple lips with the lilac skin. The hat is very cool. It's actually on this strap that goes around her ears and around her chin, which works. She's got blue hair with very subtle dark blues and teal. And they're pretty much interwoven with each other. So it's a lot more subtle than a lot of the other characters, which will have very obvious bands of different color. These just alternate very close. So, looking back on it, it's like, okay, she's got blue hair, but it's not just straight blue. It is teal. It is royal blue. And then that kind of matches with her undershirt there, or maybe I think that's like a shirt underneath the red shirt. Nice plaid pattern there. And then she's got the black and green wings, which again, really, really beautifully done. It's interesting to me that the wings are a little bit of a different color palette than the rest of the horse body and the hair. It still works. I mean, I have to say that the color theory that they put into the development is complex and advanced, and it's something that's really impressive. Looks like little simplified Monster High logos as a cutie mark on the front leg there, and then she doesn't have shoes. She's just got hooves, but she does have these very nice shin guards, which are important if you're a horse, because you don't want people kicking your shins, or I wouldn't kick the shins of a horse. Just saying that seems like a mean thing to do to a horse, and horses are nice. I don't actually know any horses. I've never been on a horse, but I believe horses to be nice. So, she is characterized as being stubborn and opinionated and very straightforward, and she's had trouble fitting into multiple schools. That's a physical complaint. She has a hard time fitting through the door. Yeah, it's Monster High has big doors, so she gets to go to Monster High. Her last school, low ceilings, narrow doorways. It was just uncomfortable. So she is part of Freaky Fusions from 2014. And she is one of the few dolls that can stand on her own, which, you know what? I would say she absolutely does stand on her own. I'm sorry. And it looks like wait, did I get Jessica Cheery? Nope. Okay. Oh, I did? Okay, good. All right, then I don't know if I did. Are you sure? Okay, good. All right, Entertainer 13 is here. So a toast to Entertainer 13. And we're doing Monster High. This one's a horse. Update successful. So yeah, there we go. That is Twilight Sparkle. So give you Twilight All right. So we got one more that we wanted to do tonight, and she's got a plant, and which in itself is a little ironic because this is Beastman, and she's got her fuzzy tunic thing here, and she takes care of plants. This is Jane Boolittle. Let me go ahead and put her in front of the good camera. Always good to have the good camera. It's a camera and it's good. So there we go. This is Jane Boolittle, and she is unique. I mean, they're all unique, but she is unique in that she is named after Dr. Dolittle and Jane Goodall, because of her historic work with apes, and so they named her Jane Boolittle because Boo is it's like what a ghost says, Boo, and not do. Dr. Dolittle talks to animals, and so she is supposed to be a jungle monster that was the adopted daughter of Dr. Boolittle and Dr. Moreau. She is extremely shy and withdrawn due to growing up in an Australian rainforest, and she can talk to animals. She is from the 2014 Gloom and Bloom line. So, she glooms, she blooms. She's got her furry skirt there, which He-Man is like, oh man, I want that furry skirt. Like He-Man would rock that furry skirt. And Beastman would be like, leave my daughter alone, He-Man! So, but once again, we've got some beautiful detail put into the clothing itself. She's got a really neat kind of floral pattern on the shirt with I'm trying to tell what's going on with that neck piece, because it has it's an interesting design, but I can't tell what it is. It's I don't know. It's a thing. She's got some dots around the eyes. It sort of reminds me of things I've seen where natives have had dots around the eyes. Much more subtle colors in the face, where she's got kind of the lavender skin, the magenta lips, and pretty much at least more traditional kind of eye designs than what we've seen with some of them, where no butterfly patterns. Still though, you've got like 4 or 5 colors going on with the eyeshadow, gradating from purple to light blue to the eyebrows, which is a kind of a pale lavender. The trap lines around the eyes, of course, are crisp and really nicely done. And then she has this hair tie, which is a plant motif. I think that she has pineapples either pineapples or pine cones for earrings. And that's pretty cool. So she apparently is like, she takes care of plants. Because they kind of wanted to go in a different direction than like Beast Person, and she's got a stick. Oh, she's got a spade. Okay, and she seems to be holding the spade in an "I'm going to stab you with it" kind of pose. I'm sure that that's just coincidental. It's not that she's like, hey, you know what? I was raised alone in a jungle, and you are threatening to me, so, back off, or I might get a little bit stabby. Just a little bit stabby. Oh, and the Machiavellic is here! Hey, welcome to the Machiavellic! A toast to the Machiavellic! And we're just looking at Beastman, or his daughter of Beastman. Maybe cousin, second cousin to Beastman. I don't know. She's got, you can see that we've kept the little rubber bands on so that she doesn't lose her little flower things around her ankles. And again, beautifully sculpted high-heeled shoes. Like, once again, somebody's thinking real hard about every piece of attire that goes on these dolls, and they're going with a whole theme, and they're not cutting the corners. So yeah, that is Jane Boolittle. So Monica says, I think the dots are sort of based on our Aboriginal tattoos in Australia. Oh, okay. So what? Oh yeah. She also has a plant. There's a plant here. So wait here. Let's look at the plant. Got to look at the plant. So we've got the plant. Let me see if I can zoom in on the plant anymore. There. So yeah, there's the plant, and she takes care of plants. And this plant has little skull heads at the base of the plant. Wait here, maybe I can. The camera doesn't want to focus on the little skull heads. There we go. And they are actually Monster High logo skull heads. Look at that. They have the bow. That's clever. I didn't notice that the bow was there the last time I looked at that. But yeah, those are all Monster High skull heads. That's really cool. So, and it does beg the question, what is she using as fertilizer? I feel like she might have gotten something from Elmira from Tiny Toons. So yeah, that is Jane Boolittle, daughter of Beastman. So that's it. Now, you probably could see over here that we have this whole apparatus here. This is a playset which Monica actually got at the second-hand store, and it all folds up into one case, but it creates this whole thing. It didn't have all the parts, so Monica has embellished it with some prints and stuff of her own, and she's even decorated it for her birthday. So that's really cool, and it's awesome when you can find stuff like this and just go wild with it. And I have a feeling that you paid next to nothing for it. $3? Yeah, that's awesome. So that's really cool. We've got a lot of Monster High. We've got Monster High stuff. We've got Ghostbusters Monster High. We've got Ever After High. And I'm sorry, if I had a daughter, okay, she is not going to high school in a skirt like that. I mean, she is grounded until she is 27. All right, so not a good role model there, and we got more Monster High here, and more Monster High there, and more Monster High, and what I really kind of and Tim Kangaroo is here. So welcome, Tim Kangaroo. You're managing to catch us at the tail end, but thank you for coming. And I emptied this. I can use this. I can just do that. So admittedly, I don't follow Monster High. I know you're shocked, but even from the onset, I couldn't help but be aware of Monster High and really respect the design that has gone into all of these different dolls and all of the related paraphernalia. I love the message of Monster High. I love the idea of being completely inclusive. Notice that with these dolls, you don't have to worry, okay, is this a Caucasian doll? Is this an African American doll? Is this an Asian doll? Is this, you don't run into any of that stuff because, like, there's a zombie, there's a skeleton, there's a dragon girl. They are what they are, and they are all just fine the way that they are. They don't have to be the same. If I had any criticism for the line, it's that they all have the same body type. They are all still that traditional, very tall, slender, long-legged fashion doll thing. And people come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with showing that. I think that they did an excellent job of being more inclusive towards people of all different shapes and sizes in the recent She-Ra cartoon, where, there were thick characters, there were thin characters, there were tall characters, there were short characters, they all across the spectrum. And these kinds of things help for kids, for people in general, to be able to see themselves reflected back at them in a way that says, hey, I'm a legitimate person, and I count. And that's really what it's about. It's about being able to have mutual respect for people, regardless of what you look like and what your personal origin is. So that's it. I hope that you've enjoyed Monica's birthday live stream and this stroll down through the halls of Monster High. And I have to say, I wish my high school had been more like Monster High, because I think I would have liked it a lot better. For one thing, all the girls apparently wear high heels, like really high heels. We are a small channel trying to get bigger, so if you have not already, then please, if you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing live streams like this one, which are typically on Friday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern United States time. Also, in between those, when I am able, I do short circuits videos that I release periodically throughout the week. There's more coming up. There is more coming up. I just have to record them, but the plans are there. The toys are set aside, and there's cool stuff coming. So just bear with me. I'm hoping that my job gives me a little bit more time to not lay in agony on Friday nights and recover for a couple days every weekend. So next week we are back. I know this is going to be a shocker, but we are back to talking about Transformers, and it is time to do a deep dive into Blaster, the unsung hero of the Autobots. I don't know if he's unsung. He might be sung. He is a radio. Somebody's singing. He has to play some kind of music. It probably sounds like and it also sounds exactly like the music from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So yeah, it's gonna be all about Blaster. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something blasty. So, with that being said, a toast to all of you in the chat, starting with AJ Stinson. A toast to Ty Guy. A toast to Captain Peanut Butter Crunch. Oh. A toast to Rob. A toast to Asher and Michael Spicer. A toast to Colleen. A toast to Jonah Seaman. A toast to Dawn, aka Brick Woad. A toast to Christopher Remley. A toast to Nathan, Cadence, Lyric, and Connie Fillion. A toast to Hope. A toast to Setoyami. A toast to Osaka Jack. A toast to Joy. A toast to Rachel Bowden. A toast to Mark Lungo. A toast to Draculaura. A toast to Grayscale. A toast to Jessica Cheery. A toast to Entertainer 13. A toast to the Machiavellic. A toast to Tim Kangaroo. And the biggest toast, and everybody join in with me for this one. A toast and a happy birthday to the woman I love, Monica.
It's my birthday!
Happy birthday, sweetie. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope you had a good time. I've had a good time. Monster High, it's actually really cool. Probably the coolest thing to come out of the pink aisle. So, with that being said, this is Clay telling you to keep it Retrobot! Yeah! Monster High. Fashion dolls with a catch. The catch being that they're monsters. But strangely attractive monsters. Don't really look like high school kids. That would be creepy. But they're still monsters.